are back in action, and as you have heard, our Father's Kitchen has gone to the dogs today for sure, right? Not like we've ever heard that before, some cliche, I'm sure. Anyway, wowzers.
Wowzers. All right.
What a day, you know. It's
Yes.
nice and hot outside, and we have a
Absolutely.
nice, cool drink to start this summer session off.
Yeah.
You know,
well, and also, not only do we have a nice drink for the people, but we also have some frozen treats for the dogs in your life. So,
Exactly.
so we're excited to share.
Here, Father Double, here. There we go. All right.
So
What do you got for me? What do you got?
we're excited to share all of these things with you. But first, we would be remiss if
Exactly.
we did not introduce our guests today. So today we have Dr. Angie Sherman and then Mary Beth Sherman. Dr. Angie works with Shawnee Animal Clinic. And so she's the one who's our resident expert regarding all of this. And so if you have any questions regarding food for your animals and such, she's provided a handout listing out some of those foods. But of course, if you have any questions and things, please put them down in the comments. Dr. Angie expressed that she would be willing to answer some of those questions. So if you have questions along the way, please put them down in the comments, and we'll be sure to ask her.
And if not, we're going to ask Mary Beth, her niece, to answer all the
Exactly.
questions. So,
Ready,
ready, set,
set, go.
go, Mary Beth, right? Exactly. Mary Beth is our aficionado from 4-H. She also shows lambs all over the country. So we're excited to have Mary Beth with us today as well. And then, of course, our taste testers.
Absolutely.
We would truly be remiss if we didn't introduce our taste testers. Dr. Angie is holding her new puppy, and her name is Bridget. She is a miniature Australian Shepherd. She's trying to sleep because she had a rough night last night. And then Tinkerbell over here is a Yorkie. Dr. Angie's pet. And then, of course, Finbar, he is chilling on the floor. He's got his head up because I said his name.
Yeah,
And
he's
I'm
trying to
sure
chill out, I think,
when it
yeah.
comes to trying the treats a little later, they are going to be all about it. But let's be honest, they've already been snacking on them to keep them calm here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to let our seminarians go out with them so they can poop them this afternoon.
Absolutely.
It'll be a great time.
Right. I mean, that's what seminarians are for.
That's right, and they just showed up, as a matter of fact, so they're over in the peanut gallery with us. Unfortunately, our guests from the 100 Mile House are not going to make it here with us today. There must have been a food emergency out towards Adams County. So there must have been a fire in the kitchen. I don't know, not really, but something. And they're going to, but we still have the recipes.
Absolutely.
And so we're going to start today with our drink recipe. Now, Jordan and I and the seminarians and Father Tuttle, we have been perfecting this drink since Saturday.
Absolutely. And when we say perfecting,
I mean,
we mean truly.
we have
reached
perfected
it.
it.
And also, that meant, though, that we had to sacrifice ourselves, guys.
A lot.
We had to sacrifice ourselves and go through multiple rounds of testing.
Exactly.
You know, and it's just rough. It's just rough sometimes. This is a little gig we
We've
got.
made it according to the 100 Mile House recipe, and then we took their recipe and then perfected it even a little bit more. I think so. So let's not. Let's start with them, right?
Yeah, please.
Okay, because our seminarians showed up. They're going to want more, and let's be honest, we've been serving lots of them to our guests here this afternoon. And what's nice about this drink is that it can also be made as a virgin drink without alcohol. So that's nice. So start with your rocks glasses. Fill them up to the top. Then you're going to want to make a strawberry slurry. I have to try to get that out. Strawberry slurry.
You got it.
You're going to use a food processor, and then you're going to cut up your strawberries. You can use frozen. I prefer fresh. We've even added mixed berries.
And it's very tasty.
And it's very tasty as well. So you're really going to choose any berry you want, but strawberries, this is the time for strawberry. I think of June, July, you think of the summer, you think of strawberries.
Right.
All right, so we're going to make our slurry. And the slurry, we're going to put probably 3 tablespoons of slurry into the mix. All right, and this is a bourbon drink. So 3, I'm going to make for the seminarians here.
Right. And so we're using today, in terms of bourbon, we're using Old Forester today.
Old Forester, we have been using you a lot since
Yes.
March.
And so
if
Old
anybody wants to sponsor us,
I mean-
Old Forester might be.
I mean, We are truly.
We're truly
representing here.
fans and representing Old Forester. We love you, Old Forester. So
we think you're very tasty.
exactly.
Yes.
Now you're also going to be fresh squeezing. Now this is 20 lemons. We have squeezed 20 lemons and then also strained the pulp and the seeds out of it. And then also this looks like a Willet bottle, but it's actually full of my simple syrup that I made. And I used Madeira cane sugar, and I use it 2 to 1. So 2 cups of sugar to 1 to 1.5 cups of water, and then you bring it down, reduce it down on the stove, and it creates this beautiful color. There really is a very nice.
And also, he also was so pleased. He had this empty bottle, and he was like, "Look at this! How cool is this?"
And I just don't know how it got empty. So that's the problem in my house. I have all these empty bottles.
I don't know how that
helped. Right? So let's go ahead and make this. And for me, there we go. That's why it's so great.
I got it.
You're going to use, all right, 1 ounce. Well, you know what? I'm going to double the recipe. So we're going to use 2 ounces of lemon juice, 2 ounces of simple syrup. There's the dogs in the background.
Yeah.
Taking Finbar. They have their love-hate relationship.
Exactly. They're having their conversations right now.
And then 4 ounces of bourbon. Okay? 2, 3, 4. Loving it.
I really like this
Nailed
little
it.
contraption.
This is
you
a
have
great
here.
shaker that you can shake it up.
Yeah.
Isn't this nice?
So where did you get this?
I got it from the K. Roger this afternoon when I was in there buying the lemons.
Oh, I like it.
So mix that all up, and then you've got a nice little pour spout, and they're ready to go. I give them a little blend, and these guys are ready to go to the seminarians. And there you go. There's our what is it called again?
Strawberry bourbon smash.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Our berry bourbon smash.
Yes, and we have ours. They're just in these handy dandy little cups that Dr. Angie brought for us. How cute are these?
Best dog dad ever.
I have
Right,
life
of
is
course.
better with a dog, and I totally agree.
Amen.
It's very good.
Well,
And so-
you had dogs growing up, and you have dogs at the family farm.
Absolutely, right. So right now, my parents, they
big
have, we have 3 large dogs. 2 of them are Mastiffs. One of them is 140 pounds. 143 pounds. And so, I mean, we're
Oh
just,
my.
and so we're just used to very large animals. And so
Hi, buddy.
that's I just love dogs. And they're just very much a part of my life. And Finbar, of course I enjoy Finbar.
Who doesn't love the Finbar? He loves everyone.
And now Bridget, Bridget is a cutie, by the way. I really
We're just
enjoy her.
getting used to all of us.
Yes,
I think they're a little stressed right now just from all the commotion in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
It's been a hot mess this morning
It
trying
really
to get
has.
everybody together, right?
Um,
So there's our drink of the day.
Right. So we should probably talk pet treats.
Pet
So
treats.
So full disclosure. The Shermans have been very generous and have already made ahead a lot of these treats for us. So that way you guys can see what the end product looks like. But also though, as a result, we've never made these before.
This is new for us.
So you all get to see us make these for the first
Pet
time.
treats for everyone.
It's gonna be great.
And these aren't human edible. I mean, we
Yes,
can eat these too.
absolutely.
These are good for the treats, good for the dogs, and good for us
Yeah,
as
so why
well.
not? So our first one is
I ain't
this,
scared. I ain't scared of no ghosts.
Oh my god. So, anyway, so we have for our first treat, it's a frozen treat, and it's going to require 3 ripe bananas. So I'm gonna I'm gonna put Father Joe in charge of this.
Sounds wonderful.
Because I'm gonna grab the yogurt, which is another ingredient.
What do I do with these 3 ripe bananas?
You put them in the bowl.
Fantastic.
Great.
Break them up into pieces? Okay, see, we have our resident experts here helping us today so that we don't screw this up because we might.
Yeah, it's a
And
possibility.
it is a very good possibility. Billy Sherman is on the floor, she said. She's laughing so hard.
Hi.
Hi, Grandma Billy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I could put the yogurt in the bowl.
Yeah,
That'd be a great idea.
right?
So I will do that. So So we have here whole milk yogurt, plain. And it
Jordan
says
likes
here,
to use it instead of sour cream, does he?
Yeah.
because it is delicious.
Because it's the same thing.
And
No.
Because
it
it's the
is,
same thing, but
and
it's
it
not.
is, it is. And actually, I'm gonna take one of these and kind of do a little mix here. And then the other ingredient that we're gonna need is peanut butter.
Yeah.
And Dr. Angie, would you mind explaining this little note here? It says here, do not use sugar-free or fat-free. Would you mind talking about that a little
Yes,
bit?
absolutely. Sugar-free, fat-free foods. There's a lot out there. They're usually in candies most commonly, but unfortunately they're in sugar-free peanut butter. It has xylitol or sorbitol in it. Xylitol is the common name. It is highly, highly toxic to pets, dogs and cats.
What does it do to them
It
specifically?
will affect their liver, and it makes them extremely hypoglycemic or low blood sugar, and it can be fatal if not caught very, very quickly. I've had multiple cases of little dogs like juvenile size getting in mom's purse where there's sugar-free gum, and then, oh dear, my dog is flat out 3 or 4 hours later and seizuring, and it's due to the low blood sugar.
Really? That's amazing. And it looks like your dogs are out right now.
We had a rough night.
You had a rough night at the clinic last night. Dr. Angie was on call last night till 8 o'clock this morning. And so there is, she's just going to do it. Just pour it all in.
Well,
You know
because
what?
I just read, I actually read the recipe, guys, and it says to put 32 ounces in it, and I'm like, oh, well,
I'm just
I
gonna
can
measure
measure
it
it
out.
out. It says on the container.
This is the
that-
first time Jordan has ever used a measuring cup for her recipes. And that's why she was confused.
And I'm like, oh, look, it says that it's 32 ounces on the thing. How convenient.
All right, and so I'm going to put in now 1 cup of peanut butter. Wow. It's not sugar-free. It's full steam ahead.
And then,
Finbar, you like the peanut butter, don't you? Finbar loves peanut butter. You can put peanut butter
okay,
on a dog turd and he'd eat it.
I'm making a mess here.
Yeah, of course
Okay.
help.
Finbar, do you want to help? Come here.
Here.
Come here. You can come up and help.
Here, you wanna
Today
help?
you get it. Come here. Come
You want
here.
to help? Come here. Come here.
Come here. Okay, good boy. Come
There
here.
we go. He's like, nope, I'm not interested.
No,
I'm
gonna
not
sneak
interested
in
today.
here and get a
So,
spoon.
So then from here, once you get your peanut butter in, once you get your yogurt in, banana, and then you blended it, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
It's the hand mixer.
Yes, the hand mixer.
I'll take it over and do the hand mixer.
Okay, you're okay,
I'll be in charge of that.
great.
Great.
Okay.
Because it's right in front of you.
Oh,
Don't
There it is.
Okay, great.
Want vinegar
All right.
juice.
I'm not
So-
going to get you, Bridget.
now, while he's doing that, I'm going to show real quick. Once you blended it all up, you then put it in your ice cube trays. Now, they're very fancy, and they have these like puppy paw trays. Let me.
Where can you
would
get those puppy dog trays?
Yeah.
Those are Amazon specials. Amazon
Nice.
specials. Yes.
Amazon. Oh, Amazon.
We have a question from the peoples.
Yay!
Dr. Angie, the peoples want to know, can cats eat these treats as well?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes,
No
they
problem.
can.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Great.
yes.
So let me demonstrate. Let me look at these. Let me share these trays because I just want people to see these various trays. So like, obviously it's Amazon, so they have like everything. But they today they've had these little puppies. They have these little puppy paws. There's little dog treat things. So I mean, like it's really cute actually. It's really cute, and it's a great way to like distinguish the things in your freezer. Because I don't know about you all, sometimes I look in my freezer and I go, what is that? I have no idea what that is. So it's a helpful way to distinguish things.
Air mixer.
Yeah, we're blending away. All right. Oh, I know you're ready. Hold on. We'll be ready in a second. Okay.
Finbar's ready.
Anxiously
He
awaiting.
is so ready right now.
Okay,
Okay.
here. Try this one.
You wanna try
Try
that?
that. Oh,
there we
he
go.
approves of the wet ones.
All right. So anyway, so this is what I don't know. Can you all see this? This is what they look like, right? Once they're all frozen and everything. Yeah. Super
Nice.
cute.
Puppy
Super
paws.
cute. Okay. So should I give one to the Finbar?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Here. You wanna try it?
Finbar totally approves.
Huh? That was approval.
That was a one bite Finbar.
Yeah, that was approval.
So let's just try this for ourselves, right? This is your yogurt mix as they're trying.
They like those a lot more.
Oh, okay, got it.
Folks, this is really good. This is a good human treat as well.
I
It
mean,
really
yeah,
is good.
Yeah, right. Truly, there's
It's
nothing
yogurt,
wrong
it's
with
peanut
that.
butter.
I mean,
You know what, Dr. Angie, could you put honey in? Are they allowed to have honey?
Yes.
Yes.
That's fine.
No,
Okay,
no,
cool.
just a little sweetness for them.
awesome.
This would be a great frozen treat on a summer day with a little honey in it.
Mm-hmm.
It really is good. You should
Yeah.
try just to take one of the extra spoons there, just dip it in. Try. I'm impressed.
Ooh, I like that.
There's not going to be any left for the dogs.
Finbar's waiting.
Oh, and the
Sorry.
dog is waiting.
Then we're just gonna eat it for you, Ben. So, here, you want another one of these frozen guys? Let's do that.
Yes,
There
he
you
does.
go. There you go. All right, so.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Those are.
And that was so easy, guys. I mean, goodness sakes.
You can even put them in the ice, an ice tray.
Right. I
And
mean,
it doesn't. We don't have to
Right.
go out and run to Amazon. And I mean, that's
Right,
neat though.
right. I mean,
It
it's,
does help distinguish.
exactly right because I like I said, I have a lot of stuff in my freezer, so it would be helpful for me. But use what you have, guys. Use what you have. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge for now as like a temporary measure, and so then we can talk about the other things that we have cooking.
Right.
So, are you gonna get that fly for me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
There is a fly running around
Yes,
here
and
today.
it's
It's
really,
annoying.
It really is. It's so
It's
irritating.
annoying.
So let's talk about these dog treats.
Let's talk about these baked ones, right?
Yeah.
This
so,
is the 100-mile house recipe.
right.
Right.
So we are gonna need, and again, guys, we've never made these before, so.
So we're having fun with some dog treats.
Exactly. So we're kind of winging it. So let's.
Father Tuttle didn't get a bite.
Oh, Father Tuttle, would you like to try a frozen one?
There's an extra spoon there.
Okay.
Just give him a
Do
frozen
you want a
one.
frozen one?
Sure. Give me Finbar.
Pepper's
Okay,
like
great. Seminarians, would you like to try one? I got yes.
There we go.
All right. Can you guys reach?
You
Got
guys
it?
are totally out over there. That's so sad.
Would you like to try one, Joe? Sure. All right.
Dog treats to the
All
dogs.
right, Finn, would you like one? Here you go. You want it? You want it? Great. Okay.
And then there's more in that container.
All right, Paul, would you like to try?
Because apparently Dr. Andy's dogs don't want
There.
it.
They're asleep.
They're asleep.
All right. So there we go. We got everybody
I would
covered.
like more peanut butter.
He's yes.
Oh, you almost got the fly. You almost got him. Did you see that, everybody? He almost got the fly, and he almost bit off my arm. So no big deal.
You know, it's fine. You didn't need
I didn't need
that.
that arm anyway. That's right.
So do we have any other questions for Dr. Angie at the
Not
moment?
at the
or,
moment.
You know, any comments or
Damn, you
anything?
can
So
says,
Christy
I
said
don't
make
feel
sure you
good.
talk a little louder and get a little closer to the mic so we can hear you when you're talking.
Okay, great. Because
Thinking about my finger.
I mean,
Hey, listen, we're in the
you
kitchen.
know,
It's hard.
yeah,
We're
it's
loud.
hard. We're loud. We've accepted this.
Exactly.
And so, okay, so let's talk dog treats. Okay, so this recipe, do you want me to put ingredients in? Do you want me to talk through the recipe?
You tell me and I'll put in the ingredients.
Great! I like this
So
job.
okay, I'm gonna. How about
Okay,
I'll
great.
stand on this side then. I'm gonna
Okay.
take my drink with me because I don't leave home without it.
Okay, so our dry ingredients are
Yep.
whole wheat flour.
Whole wheat flour. Here
and
we go.
we need one.
King
and a half-
Arthur whole wheat flour.
Ooh, we're fancy.
We're fancy.
I do like King Arthur, guys. Like they're kind of my
Okay, well that's
go-to.
already split on top. That's okay. We'll get
You know,
enough
it's
back
fine.
for it.
It's fine.
How much?
1.5 cups.
Where's that? Well, the peanut butter has the cup. That's the half cup.
That's a
right there.
third.
That's a third. Let me just take it and put it in the wash real quick.
Okay, cool.
No big deal.
No big deal. So then, some other ingredients, just so that way you guys have some context. We have our whole wheat flour. We have all-purpose flour. We have dry milk, powdered. Quick cooking oatmeal, not instant. So, what is there a reason for not instant?
They dry up too much.
Oh, they dry up too much.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Ah.
okay, great.
What are you doing there? What are you doing there? Oh,
Getting
I'm getting the
Getting the
Bridget
look.
brow.
You're getting
Get
the look. Also peanut butter. I'm sensing a theme. So basically, guys, invest in peanut butter.
Dogs
When it
love
comes to-
peanut butter. 1.5 cups, yes?
1.5 cups. And wheat germ. Ooh, now that's an interesting.
So what's next? So we've got 1.5 cups.
So AP flour.
What?
AP flour, all purpose.
Okay. Don't speak my language.
I'm sorry. So, flour, please.
2 flours. Okay, how
Yes.
much of this one?
A cup.
Okay.
Totes.
Totes. My goats.
Totes.
So, so a cup of flour.
Nice.
Gorge here.
It's gorge. It's actually really toasty in here,
It is
guys.
very toasty in here.
So
Maybe I have to have Paul turn down
yeah, the thermostat. That would be great, please. And so
Maybe it doesn't work.
oh, that's a shame. So a half cup of dry milk.
the. Okay.
Half cup dry milk. And I'm gonna take a sip while he does that.
Okay, there we go.
And then another half cup of the oat milk.
Great.
This is great. I'll just keep reading an ingredient and then just drink. This is great for me.
Boom.
And then a half, a half cup of peanut butter.
Okay. We're going to use this guy.
Great.
And my spatula went.
It went that way.
I did. That's really all that's left in this.
Okay, cool. Works for me. Works for me. Let's do it.
Yeah, maybe. I used a little extra in the other
Oh,
ones.
did you? Okay, is there an extra peanut butter?
Yes,
No.
there is.
Okay. Is
It's
it?
somewhere
There
there.
might be a
Is
It might be
fried?
somewhere. Oh,
what do you see
hello,
out there?
Bridget.
What do you
She's
see out there?
she's wanting to talk about it. So when we find the peanut butter, we'll put
We'll
more.
add more to it, but
And so-
that's about a half a cup.
And so then we also need 2 tablespoons
Uh-huh.
of wheat germ.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
I'm hiding it.
Oh, she was hiding it. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yay, 2
Thank you.
tablespoons.
Great.
1,
Oh, sure, pop it
2.
open. Yeah. All right. So you want to throw some more? in?
Yep, I'll throw some more in there.
And then we need an extra large egg.
I like peanut butter. The dogs like peanut butter. A little extra.
There's 2 small ones with it. I mean, sure. Why not? Use what you have.
Use what you got, right?
Hi, peanut butter.
Hi, peanut butter. That's Finbar's new name.
It's PB.
Drink. All right. Now what?
And then we mix it all together.
Okay, let's blend it again.
He's like, did you throw my tray in there?
Oh.
What did I forget?
Well. Oh, okay. We're good. Oh, okay. It's fine. And we need a cup of water too.
A cup of water. That does, yes, it changes.
If that makes it.
That'll make
Get this cup of water. maybe.
that'll make my mixing a little easier.
Yeah. I was actually reading the directions instead of reading the ingredients.
Ah.
You guys know that I don't really read recipes.
Yes,
I just
I
look
really
at
get
it
that.
and I just go, oh, I need these things, and I'll just throw it together. It's fine. And so, anyway, so we need a cup of water too, and then it's all blended together, and it should form a slightly sticky ball.
You can always have more water.
You know, this isn't half bad. I'll just keep on drinking this. We can do that. Works for me. This is great. This is great. Works for me. All
I
right.
need my spatula to get the edges, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta
Sure.
get the edges. Sure,
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. And then from there, once it's all come together, we then dump the dough onto a well-floured board and knead it into a ball. Roll out the dough to a 1/2 inch thick, and then dip a cookie cutter in flour and cut out the dog bone shapes. We don't have dog bone shapes today. We're just going to use a cup.
Which I forgot.
You know, it's fine. So, you know, oops.
Oopsies.
And so, we're just gonna, use what you have, folks. Use what you have. And so let me check on the comments here. Let's see. Okay, no questions for Dr. Angie. So please, if you have any questions, please feel free to throw them down there. Because, talk about a resource.
Okay,
let's
get the floured surface here.
Absolutely. Okay, and then, all right, great. Okay, and then, so once we've rolled it out, we need some sort of,
There's a rolling pin over there in one
Is
of those
there?
drawers. Yeah.
great. Okay, I will look. Excuse me.
Look at this.
Oh, goodness.
Goodness gracious.
We got 2 girls. I can do.
We got a lot of chefs and not a lot of cooks. Oh no,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Okay, I'm struggling on the rolling pin front, so we're just gonna, again, folks, we just kind of make it work. It's fine. So
We do have. We'll just keep going.
exactly right. So I'm just gonna press this out.
Dr. Angie, how many treats and how often do you recommend treats in your dog's house?
It kind of depends on your dog's health and age and size, of course. With Finbar, he could probably have 8 to 10 of these treats a day, several times a day, 2 or 3. Somebody like Tink's size, she would probably just get 1 or 2 of these.
And also, it probably depends on their activity level.
Right, yeah, and their activity level also, yes, absolutely. Or how grouchy you are.
Or how rotten or grouchy.
So then, once you flatten it all out,
There
we
you
can
go.
start cutting.
Right? There's not one in here. No.
Oh.
I think I brought mine the last time. So, folks, we're going to put together a list of items that we need for our kitchen.
Right?
Yeah.
Seriously, yes, actually, because we love, to be very clear, we love doing this,
Absolutely.
and we are very willing to donate and do things for this, right? But there's been a lot of things that would be so handy to have.
There would be.
A great example is a rolling pin. So if you
Yeah.
have an extra rolling pin
Ooh,
around
those
your
need to
house,
go back in the freezer.
please, we would love to have that for the kitchen. So if you have extra utensils, odds and ends, we wouldn't mind. We wouldn't mind. So,
Yeah,
uh-oh,
exactly. Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
That's probably why we powder them with a little...
I mean,
With
who
a little
does
flour.
that? Who does
That's
that?
probably why it says to do that.
Who does that?
Those are awfully thick dog treats, huh?
Finbar is going to see.
Yes.
Finbar is going to love it.
Yeah, buddy.
Here, do you want a little flour to put on that so it doesn't stick?
Oh, I was just gonna go for it. It's just fine. It's fine.
That's what they all say until it
It's
gets stuck in the
fine.
glass.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a lot there, folks, just so you know.
That's
Anyway, let's see. So we have these dog treats that I'm cutting out. You then bake them. Let's see, 325, and for how long?
An hour.
An hour.
Well, we did the first batch an hour, and they were left at home because they're burnt.
Okay,
There's another
so
batch right here.
Those are
They're
left on for
further-
about 40 minutes.
40
about
minutes.
40 minutes, and you get a nice looking dog treat, just like that, nice and thick. See there, that's not much. It's good. It's about the same size.
See,
It's all the
and-
same.
See, and you were teasing me.
I
So, see,
I
there.
have Finbar's undivided attention.
I have Finbar's
Not
under. Come here, Finn. Come here. Good boy.
Okay.
All right, up,
And then,
here, here,
where did-
here.
where
There you
did-
go. See, everybody loves him. He loves him.
All right.
Bridget,
so
do you think you're ready for a
just
little
kinda
bit of one?
Pop these on the tray here.
You look like the doggy
Um,
from The Exorcist with your eyes staring at
Oh, gee.
you.
Oh, wow.
She's like,
That was a little intense.
Hey.
So
Tink says,
we're gonna roll this back up and do another round of cutting. But also though, let's see, how are we doing? We're doing great.
We're doing great on time.
Okay.
We're having so much fun.
I know, right?
Fun with dog treats today.
Okay, I know you won't.
Dr. Angie, one more question. Can dogs or cats with diabetes have these treats?
The bitters.
Limited,
The best.
yes,
What if they got the
limited
diabetes?
amount, yes. Maybe one small one, but they have a lot of obviously flour parts in there, so not a lot. But the first treat, definitely. The frozen treats, absolutely.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a lot of good things for even the diabetic.
Pink.
Sugars.
A lot of extra, there's not much sugar at
They
all.
look cute girls.
I know, look at her. She's all over Finbar. Finbar just wants to play. They love to play. Up, come here.
Protecting mommy.
There you go.
And so, oh.
Can you
oops,
see all
I
this?
forgot-
Look at all that fluff right there. You see that? They're all right on Dr. Angie.
Right, I love it.
And
I love
protecting
it.
her from the vicious Finbar.
Okay.
The vicious.
The vicious.
Got it there?
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Got
I'm
it?
doing great.
Good.
I'm doing great. So I'm gonna do another round of cutting. Oh, these are a little generous.
Those are generous. Holy moly Finbar.
Wow.
Holy moly Finbar.
The thickness.
You know, I was going more for biscuit. You know, versus like,
no, that's
you know what I mean, like.
that's probably $20 biscuit in the store.
Portion, not wearing size portion.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. Right. So whenever we cook, like the Waring family, whenever we cook, we tend to go like over and above and like.
Never.
I know it's a
Over
shocker.
and above?
I know it's a shocker.
We
It's a
approve
shocker.
though, so it's okay.
They may have sampled a few of those meals whenever we cook. So, all right. So I'm gonna keep on like piecemealing this together.
That's good.
And so
Maybe
while I'm doing
why that, Dr. Angie can talk about food.
Yes.
Dog food, dog treats.
Yes.
She has brought a lot of dog treats that you can buy in the store and to talk about food. So we're going to let Dr. Angie speak about dog treats and dog foods because you know certainly what goes in your dog's mouth affects their health each and every day and it certainly affects the longevity of their lives, right? So let the expert talk about puppy chow.
I don't know about how much expert there is.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Okay.
So there's multiple, obviously, brands out there of dog food, cat foods. When you go to the store, anywhere from the Dollar Tree to Walmart to Petco to PetSmart to wherever. There's all kinds of different places you can go to get food. And unfortunately, in dog food, you kind of get what you pay for. If you buy the dollar store brands, you're going to get a lot of corn, wheat-based, the clipping, the things off the butcher floor. You're going to get a lot of things that the dogs don't need. And they're not, these guys are meat. They're carnivores or omnivores now. We've kind of made them omnivores. But they need more of a meat-based diet.
As your mom says, that's why they eat poop. So,
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Grandma. We appreciate that.
You know, cover all bases there.
you just like Jolene's, don't you?
Yes,
so-
yes, the
Yeah,
lamb.
yeah, the lamb.
The Cocoa Puffs.
Yep.
So there are lots of different brands, and unfortunately, some of them get very, very expensive. Paul will put a list on the website for us of ones that we recommend as a clinic that we recommend. There's the very expensive brands like Signature that have kangaroo. There's Evo, and then
Is that why you bounce after you leave there? Uh-huh.
then there's some that are a little easier on the pocketbook but are still very good foods, like ProPlan, Nutros, Iams, Purina One. Those are all foods that are not bad. You know, they're very good foods, actually, not bad foods at all. And you're not killing your pocketbook at the same time. Because most of us have multiple animals or want multiple animals. So it's easier, a little easier in the pocketbook. There are lots of times I get in trouble for giving Tinkerbell, especially people food. She's little. She lays on her little blanket beside my computer on my desk all day long. When I'm at the clinic all night long, she's always right there. And it's actually gotten us in trouble. Tinkerbell has kidney stones, and they're in her kidneys, and there's nothing we can do about that. She's been to Ohio State. She did have bladder surgery and removed stones. But I did get in trouble when we went to Ohio State because we found out that her stones are from eating potatoes, and she loves potatoes.
Yeah, if you know Tinkerbell, she loves potatoes.
She loves potatoes.
So no more potatoes.
No more potatoes.
No more potatoes for Tinkerbell.
Oh,
get your growling. So
Come here.
I do also have a list that Paul will post of safe versus non-safe foods that you can give your pet. You know, it's always been said, don't feed your dog off the table, don't give them human food. Well, there are some things that they can have and do very well with. Obviously the yogurt, the bananas, green beans. There's lots of times that we tell people to feed a bland diet. You do chicken, rice, pasta, cottage cheese, plain or vanilla yogurt. There's all kinds of things that we go through.
Should a dog with epilepsy stay away from certain treats or foods?
Yes, absolutely. There are, what are you looking for?
Puppy chow.
Puppy chow stuff
Oh, that's
is
all the
all
way
behind
there.
us.
All over
right.
there you go.
It all got
We're just
moved.
getting all that ready for us because we're
Yes,
going to do
yes,
that. And we're going to do that next.
We got it all got moved there. when we
Guys,
were
I was
trying to
sitting there
decide.
going,
I'm
I'm
gonna step
going
behind you.
insane. Where is it?
It all got moved when we just weren't sure how much time we were gonna have.
Sure.
There's the rice checks.
Oh, okay.
down
Got it.
All
Okay.
right. We're just getting prepped for the next scene.
Exactly. Right. That's
By
all.
Dr. Andy
Exactly. Right. Don't mind us. Sorry, Dr.
Oh,
Andy.
that's okay, no problem.
Trust me, don't mind us.
Yes.
No
Trust
problem.
crew.
So it's very common for us to tell people to feed the bland diets, and there'll be a handout. Pumpkin is a great source too if you have dogs that have issues with constipation. We tell a lot of times the owners to give their animals pumpkin. It's not the pumpkin that you would feed or make your pumpkin pies with. It's just the regular
Do you want
unsweetened
this too?
pumpkin. Okay.
Are you really?
And then there's a whole list of not safe foods.
And this is going to be on the handout we're going to put up on our website.
You know one? You want to do that new one?
There you
I know she
go.
likes them.
She likes them just a little bit.
Pink says, excuse me.
Well, there you go.
Pink says,
I need
excuse
one.
me.
I need pen.
Can you hold it for you, Pink?
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
Excuse me.
Onions.
Onions are bad.
Onions are very bad. Grapes.
Raisins.
Raisins. Uncooked meat. Going through and cleaning out your refrigerator with foods that have been in there for 7-8 days that have a nice little green film on it are not good to be feeding your dog. They get salmonella. They can get botulism toxicity, just like everybody else. So you have to be extremely careful about cleaning the refrigerator out and just saying, oh, I'll just give it to the dog or dump it out for the neighbor dog or the stray dog down the road. You just have to, not doing that, okay? Garlic is another thing that we find can cause a lot of issues. Of course, alcohol. And
Except if you're a booze hound.
and these guys are not. Finbar is not. He is not. He's a good boy. He better be a good boy.
Here's another question. Can dogs have mom's green beans that she cooks with ham hock? It's his mom.
No.
Hard no.
No pork-based foods, and very limited beef. We really try to stay away from beef.
Hey.
Pork is notorious for causing pancreatitis, hemorrhagic gastroenteritis, which is some nasty bloody diarrhea and vomiting.
Yes, that's something fun to think about.
Yes, things that we don't want to happen. So yes, we try to stay away from those things. There's also a list, there'll be a list of treats. And so Finbar, Tink, and Bridget made out big time on all these treats that we got for us. And we also have a whole bunch of cat treats. We like the Fruitables. There's some Blue, there's some Three Dog Bakery. There's all different kinds of treats that we like.
Yes. Finn likes Old Mother Hubbard. He likes all these ones out here. He likes the blue treats.
Yes, he loves
the blue treats.
The lamb, Jolene, that Father Joe has mentioned several times. She loves the Old Mother Hubbard. And
She's the lamb.
Yes, she loves those.
She's the lamb. No, you don't get that chocolate. We just talked about that. No chocolate for the Finbars.
No chocolate for the Finbars.
These are for the other dogs in the room.
Got another question. Should a dog with epilepsy stay away from certain treats?
Oh, yes, I didn't finish that. Thank you. Yes, we do need to stay away from any treats that have rosemary or some of the herbs in it. It's amazing that we found out that rosemary can definitely cause or add to seizures in
Oh,
dogs.
really? That's interesting.
And it's amazing. There's a certain Father Joe, that likes to want to try to feed Victor food. and I'm sorry, I do not like that food. And it has rosemary in it.
What was that?
You like cheese foods.
We
You
do not
the
like
cheese-
that food.
Right.
I actually had a dog in Monday that had been having some seizures since they switched food. Not to say that the food is doing it, but we just have to be careful with those supplements and things and those added things. They don't need cactus leaf from the desert. No, it's got it in it. All these things we don't need.
No, they need land poop and grass.
Yes.
Another question: Why do dogs eat grass? Is it because they're lacking something?
No, they do that. That's one of the things they do, something that they can have an upset stomach. Sometimes it's meaning that they are used to being outside animals. That's where they came from, is being outside. They like to eat grass. It means nothing that they're missing. Obviously, I mean, these guys will go out immediately and start eating grass. Sometimes Tinkerbell will have a vomiting episode after, sometimes not. It's just one of the things they do. It doesn't mean
Okay.
anything.
Oh, okay.
If only
okay.
your sheep would eat grass.
Yeah, if only my
Right.
lamb.
I think
eats
that
grass.
that's a myth that
Yes,
I've heard.
yes.
We're myth busting today.
Look at us!
Look at us! We're myth busters.
Look at us! Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, a lot of dogs do that. No, we don't.
Myth busting in our father's kitchen, right here, right now, live. I know. It's amazing.
Look at us! Woo!
Look
All
at what we're
right.
doing.
Sorry, Dr.
We're helping everyone.
Go ahead and make your puppy chow.
Okay, great. So
Great, so that's
Let's do
a great introduction for dog foods and dog treats. So now we're going to make a treat for all of us to finish up our day on here, right?
And we're making.
So remember, you're going to read the ingredients, I'll put it in, right?
Oh, okay. Great.
Great.
Okay, so we're making patriotic puppy chow.
It is the 4th of July, by the way, my goodness.
Yeah, I think.
Gracious.
Does anybody else keep on forgetting, like?
I don't even know what day it is.
Right,
It's the 1st
like,
of July.
Talk about, whoa.
Father Tuttle only has
How many days?
13 days.
13
days with us.
Wow, guys.
And next week he's gone all week. So,
Right.
by the way, he is gone, but that's going to mean a restricted schedule next week because there's only one of me.
Right,
So
right.
there is a restricted schedule on masses. There won't be mass or holy hour next Thursday. So things are going to, kind of skinny down for a little bit before Father Patrick comes. Just getting ourselves ready for that. So just be mindful of that as we're heading into next week.
Also, how are we looking on tickets for this weekend, Father Joe?
We have no more tickets for St. Monica. I don't know. Maybe you can go ask Rose. Maybe you can, because remember, you can only get them today till 4 o'clock and tomorrow 10 till 4 because the office is closed on Friday.
For 4th of July.
Right, for the 4th of July. We're going to celebrate with our families and friends.
Absolutely.
We're so excited.
Yeah. So let's make some puppy chow.
Okay.
So we need 8 cups of plain rice.
One box.
One box. You're not gonna measure it out.
Surprise!
You're not gonna measure it out.
Can I have a third of a cup to measure, please? Drink.
Mine is defective. Anyway.
Oh,
so,
no.
Because it's empty. Anyway, so this goes in that.
Okay.
This is white chocolate that has been melted.
Okay, it's kind of.
Oh wait! I'm sorry.
Way
Wait.
the Jeebus.
Sorry.
Way the Jeebus.
We need peanut butter in
Yeah,
it.
you got to put the peanut
Oh!
I forgot,
How
I
much
forgot.
peanut butter?
It says 3/4 of a cup.
Sure, that's what's left in there.
It also says. Oh, whoops! I forgot that I am just behind, guys.
Welcome back, race
I
fans.
need peanut butter. Where is it? There it is. I also need butter. So I need 1/4 of a cup. of
Probably
butter.
melted, I imagine.
Yes, I do.
You take that, and I'll take this.
Okay, great.
Very good, because I
I
think
think it's 1 stick, right? It's
that one stick is a half a cup.
Oh,
How much do I need?
you need 1/4 of a cup.
Okay, great. I'll get that.
Okay, great. So, guys, can you tell we haven't made this?
But you're doing great.
Us.
You're doing great.
All right. Okay. So then,
brilliant.
so I'm gonna get this out of here. Are you gonna? Oh, okay. That's how
I'm
you're
doing
doing
the
it.
butter.
Oh, okay. You're doing that.
Got the butter.
Okay, great.
There was
I'm
a
gonna-
knife here earlier. Where did it sneak off to?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
Whatever.
know. Okay, so I'm putting the peanut butter in the melted white chocolate. I read the directions after I started doing this, and it said that you're supposed to warm the peanut butter. I didn't do that. But that's all right.
We didn't either, it worked fine.
Yeah, it kind of melted down with the butter and stuff in there. And just,
So there we go. I'm gonna combine all this together.
Hi, Bridget. Hi
And-
there, cutie.
Then we also maybe.
oh, bigger than
I know, she's snappy.
She is.
She's.
Tinkerbell's.
Why don't you come in and tell us the ticket situation for the weekend there, Father Tuttle?
Okay, Saturday, 4:30 at Holy Redeemer, we have 24 tickets left. Sunday morning at St. Peter's, 9 a.m., we have 25 tickets left. 10:30 a.m. here at St. Mary's, we have 27 tickets left.
Yeah. and
St. Monica Noon Mass is sold out, 0 tickets left. And the 4:30 p.m. bilingual Mass on Sunday at Holy Redeemer, there are 43 tickets left.
30 of those go to the Hispanic community, so then there's
So
13 left. 13 left.
Get them while you can.
Yeah. All right. So
Hey, and we're seeing a nice influx of people on the Sunday at 4:30. It's nice. These past couple weekends, the masses, all the tickets have been gone. So keep it up, everybody.
Right. Where did there it is?
Okay,
right
this
there in
goes
front
into
of
the
my
peanut butter mix.
Yes, it does.
Lovely.
There's also some vanilla that was right in front of my face that's supposed to go in there.
Wonderful.
So a little bit of that,
Sure it will.
and then boom. Here we go. Done. So then.
Wowzers!
See her, she's the captain.
I normally don't do that.
I'm just glad she's using the biggest bowl that we have here in the kitchen to mix this all together.
It's
Because there was
fine.
a beautifully big bowl right there. I love it. That's 10-pound bag, right? 10-pound bag, 5-pound bag, and 10 pounds of stuff. You got it, right
That's
there.
why I said I really like that cup because it overflow, it catches it. And so I don't have to worry about getting it just right. It catches all the overflow for me. It's great. Okay, so there we go. All of that mixed together.
And we can use the scraper to get it all out of there.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Here, I'll take it.
Okay, great.
How about that?
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's pretty basic. Okay, so then you're supposed to mix that all together. Woohoo! And then I'm actually reading the directions, guys. Now this is something new for me.
It
Okay.
is.
So then you're supposed to transfer the cereal to a Ziploc bag,
Mm-hmm.
and then half a cup of sugar, powdered sugar, powdered sugar. Here you go. Have some more stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna need some more stuff.
Are you gonna need some more stuff? Okay. Well, let's.
That's okay.
Okay, great. Okay.
It's all mixing together.
That's
It
fine.
takes a little bit of time.
It takes time. Sweet Jesus time. My Jesus. My Jesus. There it go. Oh, there it go all over the floor.
Okay, great.
Finbar, it's your turn to pick it up.
You are Becky.
My
Okay.
Jesus.
I need Ziploc
I
bags.
think they might be over there by Father Tuttle. Oh, you too.
Oh, okay. Was it this?
Yeah, but there's a whole bag of them. There's a whole box of them.
Okay,
somewhere.
great.
there, Finn. Eat that. Yep, there you go. bud.
Somebody.
Jill
Oh,
got
look
it.
at that. Jill's on it. Thank you,
Jill
Jill.
to the rescue.
Why are you so
Thank you,
close to
Jill.
each other?
She wasn't did it. That one.
Look at that, Finbar. Look through all these streaks on the
Why
floor.
did I not get this open? Why is
Well,
this? There it is. Okay, great. I got it. Okay, we're good. Okay.
transferring it all, we got several of these.
It says it may take a few batches at a time,
Mm-hmm.
but you're supposed to combine it with a half cup of powdered sugar.
Okay.
So, oh look, powdered sugar.
But dang.
Oh look, a half cup.
Again, we don't measure. We just enjoy life.
Yeah, we didn't measure.
And okay, that looks like enough.
Nailed it.
Put enough in there.
Now what?
I put it in. You put it in there.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
I say
Throwing
just get.
pretzels.
Oh yeah, I guess we could put some pretzels on it.
We do that at the end.
Oh, you do that at the end. Oh,
Or
okay.
you can do it all at once. It doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Okay.
Almost.
Jordan doesn't really hold the bag open real well. That's good.
I do an exceptional
Oh,
job.
is that
You're
exceptional?
pouring abilities.
I'm just my pouring ability
I'm
is
not
poor.
that great. I'm gonna just say.
That's all right.
Okay.
Oh, nom,
and
it's
then,
so yummy.
and then you're supposed to be able to like mix this all together.
I just beat it around and check it around and.
Wow, blew it over.
It's not.
broke it.
I broke it.
Well, the dollar store specials, you know.
So I'm gonna try to like.
How about I take another one and do that in another one?
Okay, sounds great.
That's hilarious.
Here you go. Would you like it? Here you go.
Yeah, what do you do with it now?
I don't. Well, you're supposed to combine it with
Because
the
it's
M&Ms.
not covered yet. It's not
Right.
coated. Yeah.
And so you're supposed to combine it then with the pretzels and the
how about-
M&Ms.
Put that in another bag.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we'll do that, and I'll try to get this one covered here.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
This is fun. I've really never made puppy chow mix
Me
before.
either.
I've
I've
always
never
received
really-
it as a gift
Yeah.
at Christmas, but I never actually
Why is this
make
so
it.
difficult?
Jordan, what's going on?
Plastic bag, Jordan.
What's happening here?
I don't know.
Jordan is having issues.
Okay, there we go. I got it. We're good. Okay.
I love it.
Okay. All right. I can do this. It's fine.
Find
All
this.
right. You know what?
Hmm.
What if I just combine it in there?
Exactly.
What
I
let's
think
do
so.
that.
And I'm going to pour this on top of it.
Okay, great.
Great.
Great. Let's do it.
And then we got this big spoon, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, good. That's probably way
Yeah.
too much.
Let's do it. All right.
And then patriotic,
Oh, okay. So then we put M&Ms
right?
and oh
Mhm. There we go. Red and blue. So did Mary Beth, did you have to
Separate
separate
these
the red
out.
and the blue?
look. That was very nice of you.
Uh-oh, more on the floor.
It's okay. Save the pieces. And then some pretzels. Oh look, pretzels.
Beautiful.
And I'm gonna call that done.
Okay, wowzers. Yeah. That's great.
Was that enough? I feel like that's enough.
I think it's plenty.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So yeah, and then voila, puppy chow. Patriotic. Oh, sorry, patriotic puppy chow.
Yeah, right, because everything has gone to the dogs today.
Yeah. What's the difference between these M&Ms and the other M&Ms?
There's some peanut butter M&Ms and there's some plain ones.
Oh,
I know you
well,
guys
we
like peanut
can't be
butter.
missing out on that.
No.
Hold on, wait, hold on, give me a moment. I just gotta figure out the bag again. Oh, for heaven's
Lord
sakes.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Like, why? Why? Why?
Can I gotcha?
Okay.
Here, we just do it like this. Break it.
Okay, there we go. That
Open. Boom.
I was trying to be polite and try to like not ruin the thing.
There you go. Why?
I don't know. Anyway, so there we go, guys. It's cute. I like it.
It's recommended you kind of spread it out on the wax paper and leave it for 30 minutes.
Sure.
Oh.
Who has time for that?
That's right.
Yeah. So I hope that we sample. Or have you already sampled? Have you sampled?
I'm eating the.
Oh, okay. You're eating the
Boom.
thing. Oh, okay. Great. Okay. So sampling. I'm trying to get a little
I'm
bit.
way
of everything.
past that.
I'm trying to go over.
Rachel Strickland says, shout out to Pete Newman. It's his 18th birthday today.
Pete Newman.
Happy
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wow, Pete, that you're old. Wow.
Sorry.
That means that when I moved here, you were 7.
Wow.
You just turned 7. Wow, that was a long time ago.
Wow.
Mm.
So,
This is really
this
good.
is really good. This is a nice treat for 4th of July, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and also, if you have like excess peanut butter from all your doggy treats that you made, your
Right.
pet treats that you made, this is a great way to
This
use
is
it all.
the way to use it up,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Are there any more questions out there for Dr.
Yeah,
Angie,
please.
or questions for masses for the weekend? Oh, here.
Weren't you going to go over mask etiquette?
Oh yeah, I'm going to do some mask etiquette right now.
Okay.
Because listen, folks, this is what happened to me today. I went to the K. Rogers, to Kroger, right before all of this started, so I could buy some lemons, so I could buy some strawberries for our smashes. And so anyway, there was a guy in front of me, and he took off his mask and sneezed on me. And I said, sir, that's why you wear the mask, so you don't go out and sneeze on people. You know, we wear a mask to protect other people. We don't wear it specifically to protect ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we're asked to wear a mask, and we do it in church, it's not specifically for my protection, right, Dr. Angie?
Right, exactly.
It's for everybody else around us. So when you're out wearing your mask, when you're wearing them at church, it's not specifically for our own protection. We are doing it to protect somebody else. To protect the elderly around us, to protect those who are most at risk around us. That's why masks are so important. And I think that, you know, West Side, as I'm getting ready to take over there, we're going to be wearing masks at Mass too, right? So we wear them here. It's mandatory to come into our churches with masks on. And we will be instituting that in our parishes all the way across the whole entire county because it's so important I'm doing it to protect another person.
Right.
I'm doing it to protect those who are most vulnerable around me. So don't sneeze and take off your stupid mask and sneeze. It's a sneeze catcher.
Right, that's what it's supposed to do.
It's a sneeze and cough catcher.
That is truly what
Right?
it is. That's
So
its job.
then I had to wipe off. I had to go and sanitize my arm down because I had stuff on my arm. Right? It was disgusting.
Right.
It was just disgusting.
Right.
Please be.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people who are just anti-mask right now, and there's just thankfully we're getting used to it. Like
Yeah,
I
think we're all on board here.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
But you know, so please, you know, wear your mask. I know it's a pain. I know, we get it. We know it's hot. We know
It is.
but please wear your mask. So well, that's not a fun experience, but
No.
it also is a great lesson for all of us.
It is.
Right?
It's a
great
great lesson.
reminder. It's a great
Right.
reminder of why we're doing
It
this.
was a great act of restraint not to
I believe it.
not to help my brother
Right.
take a nap. No, I don't know.
Right. I'm sure.
Right, it
Yeah,
was.
right. And so, it's also very frustrating for the people that are wearing their masks all the time,
Right.
And then others are really struggling to get on board. And
Sure.
so please, if you would, just wear your mask.
Just wear your mask. Right?
wear your
Exactly. They're inexpensive.
You're right. And if you
Right.
need, and also, if for whatever reason you can't get a hold of a mask, like you can't afford one or whatever, there are so many ladies in the parish that are putting together masks to donate.
And they're so easy with these bandanas. You can
Yes.
cut a sheet. You can wrap it.
Right,
You can make them out of underwear. You can make them out of. I mean, you can make them out of.
Out of anything.
You can out of
I don't
anything. Out of your
recommend the
t-shirts.
undies,
I saw one made out of your Nike sock the other day.
There
The
you
top
go.
of your sock, somebody
There you
cut
go.
the sock down.
There you go. That's creative.
I mean,
That's
it's creative and
Yeah,
they're
so,
easy.
So if you genuinely need one, if you are in need of one and you can't afford one for whatever reason, A, get creative, but also B, please reach out because there are so many ladies who are currently masked still. However many months in, we are still wearing, still making masks. So please reach out.
Please reach out,
because
absolutely.
We would love to help you. So,
Sure enough.
cool. So we covered a lot.
We've done a lot today. We've
I feel like
covered. We've done treats.
We've got treats. We talked about pets. We've done puppy chow. We've done drinks. We've covered masks.
We've covered masks.
I mean,
schedules,
what-
masses for the weekend.
I mean, like we've covered a lot.
Happy July 4th. That's all I got to say.
There we go. Yes. So, well.
Well,
Yes.
thank you, Dr. Angie, Mary
Yes.
Beth, for being with us today.
Yes,
thank you,
please.
Bridget, and
Yes, thank
Tinker Bell, who's over there still snoozing
Yeah.
away in Angie's arms. And Finbar is just ready for us to drop something else on
He
the
is
floor.
so ready. So ready.
He is so ready.
And of course, thank you to Father Tuttle because I believe
This will be your last
This is
COVID.
your last. This is
This
your
is
last.
your
one
last
cooking.
COVID cooking,
so,
right?
To
So, Father Tuttle.
It's been a coup. It's been an absolute coup.
And in 2 weeks, we'll have Father Patrick. We'll be
Yeah,
joining us.
absolutely.
And then the bishop, what's the date on the bishop?
Oh,
July
yes.
22nd.
Yes,
July
he's
22nd,
gonna be
Bishop.
here joining
Yep,
us.
he's
Yeah.
joining us. So,
So
there you go.
There we go. We're just having all sorts of guests around
Exactly.
here.
So exciting, so fun.
So, well, guys, from all of us here, a happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. God bless you.
Yes,
And so until we see you next week, bon appetit. And from our Father's Kitchen, we'll see you and have a happy and safe 4th.